So late trains could be a barrier for if I want to get somewhere. Um, Also, barriers that I face are A-boards in the way sometimes, or when I'm walking around in public, I see that they put tables in the way out when I walking past cafes.
Uh, Talking to people in public. Yeah, you know when you're on a bus and you've got your headphones on, and clearly those headphones are designed so I can't hear anything. People touching me on the bus to get my attention, I don't like that. I get why they have to do it sometimes, but at the same time, don't do it. You know, like obviously, like sometimes because, okay, so when I'm on the bus, I always put my bag and my jacket next to me because I don't like usually putting it on the floor because stuff gets on it on the floor. Like people don't clear up after themselves, or they leave something there that gets all sticky, or rain from footprints, and I don't want to get my stuff dragged through that, so I put it next to me. Sometimes I can't do that. So it's mainly buses really that are my problem. I mean, not to publicly out them, given where this might go, but they're not exactly, you know, friendly-ish when it comes to certain people, and it's not just like those who like are disabled or aren't. It's mainly behavior of others that is the main problem, and I'm usually the one that says something about it, because obviously driver's doing his thing. Like, I don't appreciate having people vape on the top floor, for example, which ironically happened this morning, which I really don't like. So, like, there's a rule for a reason, but some people just get too loud as well. Like, if I can, like, I have a general rule, and if I can hear you above my headphones while I'm playing something, you're being too loud for literally everyone else. So that's another thing. Like, I'm super self-conscious about how others are doing, in the sense that what if they then like have a reaction that affects me, and I can't usually see anything because I'm right at the front most of the time. But it's just like it's other people, man. It's one of those. It's just I know I have to put up with it, but again at the same time I have my own tolerances, if that makes sense, and that's just not something that I'm willing to deal with in public.
I can't really say for sure. Like possibly just like for where we'd have accidentally like bothering people or make them upset if I accidentally said something inappropriate without even knowing it, like those kinds of things. Okay. Okay. So are we pausing or?
We can edit. Yeah. Also, were you about to say what faces do you barrier?
Yes, I was. What barriers do you face in everyday life? What faces barriers then?
Okay.
Try again.
There we go. Is that everything you want to say?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine then.
Yeah.
Well, we can edit.
When I go to town, the budget not on time, then when
A lot of system barriers I come across. So there's a lot of things for individuals that you'd expect would be easy and are quite hard. Like trying to look into social housing is quite hard, and it shouldn't be. It should be an accessible process. Same with, there's some certain, even contacting your own social worker is a nightmare these days at the moment. And if you go through on hold lines and you press 1 for this, press 7 for that, wait 20 minutes to queue, then you go, oh, now press hash to join this new queue. If you know the extension, dial that extension, hang up again and dial extension twice. And then you finally get through to the department you need, and they're closed because it's been that long on the phone that they've gone out.
The barriers that often come with having my disability or any disability is that you often get people, well, they don't really understand you very well, and I think the reason for that is because they either don't have a disability themselves and they can't see the world what it's like for others, and just the way they've been brought up, I find, because I've been called slurs and all these nasty things, and you know, by these people you would expect not to. And I've even heard teachers describe their kids as retarded at college, and it's not appropriate really, and it's really shocking. Yeah, it's just why. And another thing is that you often get people that just will call you names all the time. It's annoying. And I've even had family members call me stupid over me shutting a door, supposedly slamming the door, which I have not slammed a door. But you know, they call me stupid, and I feel like sometimes that's aimed because I have a disability. I feel like that's why they call me that sometimes. Yeah.
The barriers for my life is well, when people just assume that I can't do something because I have a disability. It's not true, because I can do a lot of things. Yeah, it may take me a long time to do them, but I get there.
Barriers in my life. Well, the only thing I can think of is when I didn't have a car and had to rely on public transport to get me to work. And they were always running late, and then at the weekends there's such a limited service. A couple of times I ended up walking so that I'd be at work on time.